Well, good morning from Dortmund. It's match day here. Newcastle United's crunch Group F game against Borussia Dortmund is going to take place later this afternoon, and Newcastle go into this one in really high spirits. But what we're going to do is we're going to have the usual look at the European papers here in Germany to see what has been said in the build-up to tonight's game. And really, there is only one place to start, and it's on the back of that 4-0 defeat for Dortmund, as Harry Kane absolutely took advantage of this Dortmund team who are just really feeling under the weather at the moment. They're just not the team they were last season when they pushed all the way for the title. They're a little bit off the pace. They were beaten 4-0, as you probably well know, because the game was beamed back to England. But what a game for them to now face Newcastle United on the back of that 4-0 loss. As I mentioned yesterday, this has got similarities to the Milan game, where Milan came into that one on the back of a 5-1 defeat by Inter, and Newcastle managed to get a 0-0 draw. Will this have any implications on tonight's match? We'll have to wait and see. This is the local paper, and basically it's talking about Dortmund in crisis. This headline is referring to Dortmund are at breaking point, and the local reporter here on this small column is basically saying that, you know, Champions League is over ambitious for Dortmund. They need to focus on the domestic front. They're not doing well in the Bundesliga, and, you know, trying to get to the last stages of the Champions League is just too much for them because of the summer business, which is also scrutinised within this article. So Newcastle going in against a club completely, as I say, under the weather, feeling the pace of the season, and Eddie Howe will feel that there are weak points to expose in this team, especially with the mood around the place. Another local paper here, basically focusing on Dortmund's injuries and the fact Emre Can ruled out of this game by the look of it. They also have, if you can see there, a prediction of the team. I will get a screen grab of that up shortly so you can have a look at it. But basically they believe Kieran Trippier will be the one playing left back. As you know, we were at the press conference last night, and Eddie Howe revealed to us that Dan Burn was going to be out for a couple of months. Obviously, Matt Targett is currently injured as well. He's going to be out until probably the new year now. So a lot of injury problems for Newcastle, which, you know, the left back situation is crucial to them, the way they play. Lewis Hall's another candidate, but the local paper here believe that Kieran Trippier will switch across to left back, bring his experience to the table, and it'll be Tino Livramento on the other side. So lots to talk about going into the game. We were at the press conference last night. Eddie Howe was in ultra focused mode, wasn't in the mood for any fun and games going into this one. He just knows that Newcastle United must put their best foot forward here. This game is crucial to the season because obviously the European fixtures will be easier if Newcastle can get through in the Champions League. They don't want to be going into the long-winded Europa League, which would, you know, involve a playoff round before you get back to knockout stages. It's just a grueling schedule, and it would affect Newcastle's season if they end up in the Europa League. There's no doubt about it. Playing on a Thursday night, game switched to a Sunday, it would be difficult. Newcastle know that it's kinder to the fixture list if they can stay in the Champions League, but they would require winning here tonight in the eyes of many. I'm sure Eddie Howe would argue a point, and winning the other two games would give them just as good a chance of getting through. But when you bear in mind Newcastle got to go to PSG, that would be tough. But look, tonight Eddie was just focused on this game only, and he believes that his team, despite all the injuries, you know, the squad's completely chopped down now. Despite all the injuries, he feels that they can go there and get a result tonight. So we'll see how that unfolds. We're going to head to the stadium now to take in the pre-match atmosphere and have a little look around, and we'll bring you that very soon.